in clutch situations. They were getting on base, taking advantage of mistakes by the opponent, and they come into tonight's ball game with a record of 4-0. Chanute played last night. They played down at Emporia, split a doubleheader with Post 5, and so they're back home this evening to take on the Arrows, a team that they are, of course, very familiar with. Ottawa and Chanute, a number of really memorable matchups over the last couple of years, most specifically, of course, in the state tournament last year out at Great Bend. Chanute won the opening game, and once Ottawa worked its way back through the losers bracket, they had to beat them twice, and they did just that to advance to the regional tournament. A number of the players from last year's teams are still around, and it's a friendly rivalry, but a good rivalry between Ottawa and Chanute. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Arrows pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When Ottawa Family Physicians chose to construct their new Ottawa Care Clinic inside Costantino's Price Chopper, they turned to Wise Guys Construction. Dr. John Gollier.
We knew they were reliable. Their reputation's excellent. I've known Jason and Bill for a long time, and I trusted them to do a good job. They've worked with our staff and kept our hassles to a minimum. No, I would have absolutely no hesitation recommending Wise Guys Construction.
For commercial or residential construction, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a third straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Back here on the Wise Guys Construction Arrows pregame show. Perfect day for baseball here in Chanute. Temperature in the low to mid 80s and not a great deal of wind out here today. And just a beautiful field here at Katy Park. 330 down the lines, 355 to the power alleys, and 370 feet to dead center field. Good hitting background here at this ballpark also. And, of course, this is actually, you say Katy Park, it's actually Paul Lindblad Field. Paul Lindblad, a solid pitcher for several teams back in the 60s into the early 70s, and a native of Chanute, the field named after him. Paul Lindblad, it's actually Paul Jr. Lindblad Stadium here at Katy Park. As we mentioned, these two teams very familiar with each other. A number of players from last year's squad still back with Chanute, including Jake Fiskus, Hunter Frederick, Aaron Haviland, Corey Whitcomb, also Jaron Lewis. We saw a bunch last year, and of course, they'll meet up with players off of last year's team, including Merrick Brown, who will be tonight's Ottawa starter in game number 1, Trenton Ferguson, Keegan Finch, Brock Huddleston, Graham Maxwell, Cody Mitchell, Johnny Nash, Jared Parenti, all members of last year's state championship team and all very familiar with this Chanute bunch. We want to remind you a little bit about what's coming up. After tonight, Ottawa will be playing over the weekend, starting tomorrow night, actually, in the Emporia Sam Ellis Showcase Classic. And Ottawa's first action is against the host team, post number 5 out of Emporia. And that is an 8 o'clock scheduled start tomorrow evening at Soden's Grove in Emporia. Now, there may be a game in front of that, so if there is, we'll be on the air at around 8 o'clock, so keep your radios tuned to KOFO. Team also plays on Friday at 1 against Salina, and also Saturday morning against a junior team from Wellington, Kansas. And then after that, they'll seed everybody and have some cross-seeded action for the rest of the tournament on Saturday and Sunday. But all that action gets underway starting tomorrow night right here on KOFO. In fact, those first 3 ball games will all be heard on 1220 and 103.7 FM. Then after that, it really kind of depends on when the team plays, but I think most of those games would also be on radio for you. Next week, Ottawa plays at Emporia on the 14th. So we go from playing in Emporia to playing at Emporia, and that is a doubleheader at Soden's Grove. That is next Wednesday night, a week from tonight, and it's a 6 and 8 o'clock doubleheader, and that action on 1220 and 103.7 FM. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. First of all, for the Arrows, leading off and doing the catching will be Trevor Boehm. Batting second and playing at second base, Keegan Finch. Hitting third and back in the lineup tonight after the scare on Saturday at the Jim Allen tournament with him being hit in the back of the head by a thrown ball is Trenton Ferguson. Dalton Rankin will play shortstop and he'll bat fourth. Hitting fifth, playing in right field tonight, Spencer Mays. Third baseman Cody Mitchell will bat sixth. Batting seventh, designated hitter Alex Trinkle. Chance Crowley will play left field and he'll bat eighth. And batting ninth and at first base, Grant Maxwell. For the Arrows, Boehm, Finch, Ferguson, Rankin, Mays, and Mitchell, Trinkle, Crowley, and Maxwell, with right-hander Merrick Brown on the mound. For Chanute, leading things off, playing in left field, Jake Fiskus. Batting second, the second baseman, Brian Ellis. Hitting third and playing in center field, Grant McMillan. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jaron Lewis. Hitting fifth and doing the catching, Hunter Frederick. Aaron Havlin will play shortstop and he'll bat sixth. Pitching and batting seventh will be Jake Havlin. The third baseman, Corey Whitcomb, will bat eighth. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Cortland Verge. For Chanute, Fiskus, Ellis, McMillan, Lewis, Frederick, and Aaron Havlin, Jake Havlin, Whitcomb, and Verge. And that's going to do it for the Wise Guys Construction Arrows pregame show. And we'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Wise Guys Construction and the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. First pitch is coming up next. Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home and just really glad to have them involved. But I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by Ransom Memorial Hospital, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishings, Dingle & Son Mortuary, also by Franklin County Chiropractic, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank, Kramer Pharmacy, and Costantino's Price Chopper, Quality Structures Incorporated, Maxwell Chiropractic, and Advantage Electric. Now let's head back to the Diamond and rejoin KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball.
Back here at Paul Junior Lindblad Field and Katie Park here in Chanute. We'll tell you that we'll be a little bit late getting underway here because they have not taken infield. Either team, actually Chanute's out there right now, so give the teams a chance to kind of get themselves ready for play here. And so we'll take just a little bit of an opportunity to tell you more about what's coming up for the Ottawa Legion team. As we mentioned, they are in Emporia starting tomorrow night for the Sam Ellis tournament, and they play at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then 1 o'clock Friday afternoon, 8:30 in the morning on Saturday before things will be cross-seeded. Ottawa is in a bracket, in a pool, I should say, along with Emporia, Salina, and a junior team from Wellington. And Ottawa's first action, post 5, the Emporia host team tomorrow evening. Again, that is an 8 o'clock start. Approximately, we believe there will be a game prior to ours, so you never can tell exactly when that action will start, but we'll have it for you on KOFO. On Wednesday the 14th, a week from tonight, don't forget that we've got Emporia on the schedule once again, and this time it will be a regular season game at Sodens Grove, 6 and 8 for the doubleheader, and that game scheduled will also be on 1220 and 103.7 FM. So a lot of action here on the radio here the next week or so. And then a week from Saturday, Ottawa's going to be down here in Chanute for the Chanute tournament, and they play on Saturday the 17th against Osawatomie at 11:30 in the morning. That game will be at Neosho County Community College, and then they'll be here at Katy Park to play Parsons at 4:30. On Sunday the 18th, they'll play the host team, or rather they'll play Iola, I should say, at 9 o'clock. That also will be here from Katy Park, and then seeded play will follow that. So that should be a very good tournament as well. Following that, they go right on up to Omaha to play in the Battle of Omaha. And we understand that bracket was released, and I'm just checking right now, see if I can tell you anything from the OttawaAmericanLegion.com website. By the way, that's a good resource for you if you want to find out what's going on with this baseball team. And that tournament, as I mentioned, gets underway on the 19th. Ottawa has one game on the 19th. It's a 2 o'clock game against Burke, Nebraska High School. Then on the 20th, they play against Wheaton, Illinois at 9, and they will play also a team from Buffalo, New York at 11:30. So those are the three games that are scheduled up to this point, and then they'll have a cross-bracketing there as well. And that is the Battle of Omaha tournament up in Omaha. Again, the 19th, which is Monday, they'll play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, boy, that's going to be a quick turnaround from the Chanute tournament. And then on the 20th, two games, both in the morning, 9 o'clock against Wheaton, Illinois, 11:30 against Buffalo, New York. Also, the team has got a number of things going on with K for Cancer. If you listen to Brian Long this afternoon on our coaches show, he was mentioning some of the things that are going on in conjunction with that, including game on the 23rd. That's a Friday evening against Emporia, doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock for the first pitch, and it's all part of the Fighting Cancer team event. And then on the 24th, the team's going to host its first annual Pete Searfoss Memorial Golf Tournament at Great Life Golf and Fitness. And the Ottawa American Legion Baseball alumni game will be held on Sunday the 25th at Orlis Cox Sports Complex. And that's scheduled to get underway at 2 o'clock, and that's always a good time. So you might want to plan on being out there for that as well. Go ahead and finish out the rest of the June schedule for the team. On the 27th, which is Tuesday evening, Ottawa travels to Silver Lake for a doubleheader with the Eagles. 6 and 8 are scheduled game times, and then a couple of nights in a row back at home against Chanute on the 28th and against the Kansas Senators on the 29th. Again, those are scheduled for 6 and 8 o'clock start times, and then on the 30th, the team will travel to Oskaloosa. Game times for that one a little bit different. They will be at 4 in the afternoon and then again at 6. So we'll be a little bit early with the games there on that 30th. That'll be on KOFO as well. And so that takes you through the end of June, 1st and 2nd of July. Ottawa takes on Newton in a 3-game set at Orlis Cox, and those will be woodbag games. So that kind of gets you up to date on what's going on, and I think we'll take a break right here, come back after this 60-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a third straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit OttawaChiropractic.com.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And back here at Paul Jr. Lindblad Field, Ottawa taking its warm-ups here prior to tonight's action with Chanute. Royals are in action tonight. We'll keep you posted on that ball game against the Astros, rubber game of the three-game set. And Royals coming back from a 7-1 deficit to win in walk-off fashion last night, 9-7. They scored 4 in the 8th, and then the 2-run homer by Mike Moustakis to walk it off in the 9th inning, and that was a big win for Kansas City. Houston was shooting for its 12th consecutive win, took a little bit of the air out of the sails of the Astros, who are the number 1 team in the American League right now. Kansas City trying to climb back into the American League Central race, still within striking distance, and they've been playing much better baseball of late. They brought up an infielder, Torres, today to kind of shore up some of that situation for them, especially when they're DHing Cutbirth or Moustakis. And so I think with Ramon Torres being called up from Omaha, and it's kind of interesting that they would do that rather than Raul Mondesi, but I think they want Mondesi to play whenever he comes up. And his start earlier, of course, in the season was not such that they felt like they could get him in there on a regular basis. They've got to pretty much just let him play his way into form down in Omaha, and he's actually been doing pretty well down there. So final warm-ups here being taken by the Arrows. Let's go through the lineups for you one more time. For Ottawa, Trevor Bain leads off and catches. Keegan Finch bats second and plays second base. Trenton Ferguson is in center field. He bats third. Dalton Rankin plays shortstop and hits fourth. In right field, Spencer Mays batting fifth. Hitting sixth, playing at third base tonight, Cody Mitchell. Designated hitter Alex Trinkle bats seventh. Chance Crowley in left field hits eighth. And Grant Maxwell, the first baseman, will bat ninth. For Chanute, Jake Fiskus leads off and plays left field. Brian Ellis, the second baseman, bats second. Hitting third and playing in center field, Grant McMillan. Jaron Lewis, the first baseman, bats fourth. Hunter Frederick catches and hits fifth. Aaron Hefflin hits sixth. And I think we're going to take a quick pause right now. We're going to be back in 90 seconds, and we'll have the rest of that lineup and the opening pitch of tonight's action. You're listening to Ottawa American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Community journalism is thriving at the Ottawa Herald. 3 days a week in print and every day online, the Herald's award-winning staff covers the news that matters to you. Breaking news, sports, events, and so much more. Just as the Herald has done for more than 140 years. Call 242-4700 to subscribe today, or find us online at www.ottawaherald.com, on Facebook, or download our app.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Take you back through the Chanute lineup. Jake Fiskus, the left fielder, bats first, hitting second, playing at second base. Brian Ellis in center field. Grant McMillan. Cleanup man is the first baseman, Jaron Lewis. Hunter Frederick bats fifth and catches. Aaron Havlin, the shortstop, bats sixth. Jake Havlin does the pitching and bats seventh. Hitting eighth, Corey Whitcomb is the third baseman. And Cortland Verge plays right field, and he bats ninth. So Chanute takes the field. Across the outfield, it is Fiskus in left, McMillan in center, and Verge in right. Whitcomb is the third baseman. Aaron Havlin is the shortstop. At second base, Ellis. And at first base, Lewis. Frederick does the catching, and right-hander Jake Havlin is on the mound for Chanute. We hope you will enjoy the baseball action here this afternoon. Don't forget tomorrow evening, Ottawa and Emporia, scheduled at around 8 o'clock from Sodens Grove in Emporia. The Chanute team split a doubleheader with Emporia last night. They won the first game, dropped the nightcap. Again, this field in very fine shape. And again, it is symmetrical. It is 330 feet down the lines, 370 to center field, and 355 to the power alleys. Coaching at third base for the Arrows will be Brian Long, and doing the work over at first base will be Spencer Hawkins. Havlin completing his warm-up tosses. And there's the throw to second base. We're ready for action. Trevor Boehm will lead things off. 1 for 7 with an RBI on the season. Boehm will be followed by Keegan Finch and then Trenton Ferguson. Trevor Boehm, a right-handed batter. Line by Havlin, and the first pitch of the night is a fastball right through there. And our game time is 6:13. A 1 pitch to Boehm is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit foul and out of play. 1 and 2. Boehm stands deep in the box. And now time called. There's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Up high. Outfield's pretty much straight away. Millen in center It's pretty much straight line from him to home plate. Here's the 2-2 to Boehm, and it's high. Three-two offering. Up high, ball four. So leadoff walk to Boehm. Batter will be Keegan Finch. Frederick out to have a word with Havlin. Brian Long threw signs in the third base coach's box. Keegan Finch 3 for 6 with 6 RBIs here in the early season. Boehm gets his lead at first. Lewis at the bag. Pitch to Finch is high. Havlin struggling a little bit with his release point. One 0 pitch down low. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Just underway here in the top of the first. Runner goes, hit and run was on, and Finch fouls it out of play. Shadows between the pitcher's mound and home plate right now. Tree shadows. They'll creep their way onto the field as the evening wears on. Boehm leads away from first. They throw that way, and he dives back in. Two and one to Finch. And the next pitch. Called strike at the letters. Again, Brian Long threw signs in the third base coach's box. Havlin ready. 2-2 pitch. High. Runner goes. A throw to second base. And he's in safely. Frederick's throw just a little high and allowed Boehm to get there. Stolen base number 3 for Trevor Boehm on the season. 3-2 now to Finch. Ball 4 high. So a pair of walks to start the ball game will bring Trenton Ferguson to the plate. Trenton 3 for 3 with a homer and 3 RBIs in the one game that he played over the weekend. We're going to have a visit to the mound here. Trenton Ferguson, in case you weren't around this weekend, played that first ball game against Garnett, started on the mound in the game against the Kansas Senators, went 1 inning, and then was hit in the back of the head with a throw from Trevor Boehm as Boehm was trying to throw out a base stealer. Ferguson finished out the inning. That was actually in the first inning. He finished out the inning, went to the bench, told Coach Long that his head was throbbing, and they sent him immediately to the hospital to have it looked at. He passed the concussion protocol, sat out the games on Sunday, and he is back in the lineup here this evening. First and second, nobody out. Allen drops the baseball, and that's a balk. He was on the pitching rubber. The ball fell out of his throwing hand. And so Boehm will move to third base and Finch to second. Pitch to Ferguson. Outside, 1-0. Fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Check of the runners, 2-0 pitch. Strike called. Ferguson was taking. Haviland, the shortstop, cheating toward the bag at second. Pretty good hole between third and short right now. 2-1 to Ferguson. Grounder up the middle. That'll score a run. Haviland with a nice pick and throws Ferguson out. Finch takes third. Ottawa leads 1-0. Now runner at third, 1 away for Dalton Rankin. Dalton 0 for 6 with an RBI in the early season. He's kind of struggled in that Jim Allen tournament. Better hitter than that would show. RBI situation here. Haviland's going to work from the wind and his pitch outside. One 0 delivery in the dirt. Nice stop by Frederick, the catcher. Once again, Haviland at shortstop playing up the middle, trying to take that away from the Ottawa hitters. Here's the 2-0 to Rankin. He takes high. Threw down to third base. Finch was back safely. Ottawa's taking the lead on a couple of walks, a balk, and a ground ball. 3-0 to Rankin. Right through there, and Rankin was taking. 3-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner with a fastball. The count runs full. And now the payoff pitch. Kerr fouled back. Finch out at third base, 1 out, a run home. And again, the 3-2 pitch to Rankin. And it's high, ball 4. Third walk issued by Jake Haviland. And that puts runners at the corners for Spencer Mays. Spencer 1 for 3 on the year. Right-handed batter. Stretched by Haviland, and his pitch is in for a strike. A 1 pitch, fouled out of play. Arrows have runners at the corners. 2 strikes to Mays. And the runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Mays down on strikes. Rankin into second base with a stolen base. But he's there now with 2 outs. And the batter will be Cody Mitchell. First at bat of the season for Cody. Pitch to him. Big swing and a miss. Low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last year, Cody was 4 for 10 for the year, 5 RBIs. Takes high. Finch the runner at third, Rankin at second, 2 outs. Ottawa has a run here in the first. A little bit above the letters, 3-1. see if Mitchell gets one to his liking right here. Takes, it's the strike, 3-2. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip at the plate. No, it was not foul tipped. It was dropped by the catcher. He'll recover, and he will throw to first to retire Mitchell and Ottawa here in the first inning. For the Arrows, 1 run, no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. At the end of a half inning of play, the score is Ottawa 1 and Chanute coming to bat, and we'll pause for 60 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
This is Dr. Adam Maxwell of Maxwell Chiropractic at 225 South Walnut in Ottawa, wishing the best for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team and providing you the best chiropractic techniques and treatment for your overall health and wellness. Call for an appointment today, 893-8272.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Chanute comes to bat here in the bottom of the first. They'll send to the plate Jake Fiskus, Brian Ellis, and Grant McMillan. Defensively for the Arrows, Chance Crowley's in left field. In center field, Trenton Ferguson, and out in right, Spencer Mays. Cody Mitchell is the third baseman. At shortstop, Dalton Rankin. Keegan Finch plays second. At first base, Grant Maxwell. Trevor Bain does the catching. Merrick Brown is on the mound. Last year, Merrick 1-1 with an earned run average of 4.80. Through 11 2/3 innings, allowed 12 hits, 8 runs, all earned, walked 4, and struck out 14. Left-handed hitting Jake Fiskus stands in. Pitch to him is high and outside. Brown was struggling in that same area during his warm-up tosses. Same place, 2-0. High and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Brown works very quickly. 3-0 to Fiskus is a called strike. And high, ball 4. So just as happened in the top of the inning, leadoff man reaches by way of walk. And the batter will be Brian Ellis. Bryson Ellis. Right-handed batter. Stretched by Brown. His pitch is in for a strike. Fiskus. Safe lead over at first. Stretch. 0-1 pitch, fouled out of play. Aim through the signs. Brown comes set. And the 0-2 pitch to Ellis. Strike 3 call with a fastball. So 1 out, 1 on. The batter will be Grant McMillan. McMillan hits from the left side. Fiskus the runner at first, 1 away now. Brown will toss over there, but Fiskus just a step or two off the bag. Stretch. Pitch to McMillan. In the air, foul, third base side. Mitchell over to the railing, but he has no play. Nothing Ottawa, game in the bottom of the first. The 0-1 pitch is a called strike, 0-2. Brown staring in for a sign, and McMillan calls time. Stretch. And the two-strike pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Just got a piece of it. So McMillan stays alive. Fiskus the runner at first base, 1 out. Brown set. And his pitch. Popped it up, foul territory. No, short, shallow left field, and near the line, Crowley makes the catch just in fair territory, 2 outs. Well, here is Jaron Lewis. We didn't see much of Jaron Lewis late in the season, but I know when we played Chanute down here in the middle part of the season, he really hit the ball well. In the cleanup spot here tonight, right-handed batter. Brown's pitch, swing and a miss. Fiskus still at first base, very safe lead over there. 0-1 is a breaking ball in the dirt and a nice stop by Boehm. One and 1 to Lewis. Next pitch, swing and a high fastball, and he got a little piece of it. Foul tip, strike 2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Grounder to the third baseman, on past Mitchell into left field for a hit. So 2 on, 2 out. Here is Hunter Frederick. Frederick, right-handed batter. Stretch by Merrick Brown. And his pitch. Hit in the air, shallow right. Second baseman Finch makes the call and the catch, and the inning is over. For Chanute in the first, no runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left on base. At the end of 1 inning of play, Ottawa 1, Chanute nothing. Back after this 60-second break, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
We take your comfort seriously at Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. We'll make sure your AC is blowing cold for the hot days ahead. Call today and schedule a tune-up with our air conditioning experts. 242-9273.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a third straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Top of the second inning for the Arrows, lower third of the order, Alex Trinkle, Chance Crowley, and Grant Maxwell. Jake Havlin walked 3 men, but worked around more than just the one run that scored by striking out Spencer Mays and Cody Mitchell. Second game to follow here. Alex Trinkle will stand in. Alex 0 for 3, has an RBI. That coming in the final game of the Jim Allen tournament. He walked with the bases loaded that gave Ottawa a run rule victory. Havlin's pitch. Trinkle shows bunt, takes high. Little above the letters, 2 balls, no strikes. Over but low, 3-0 to Trinkle. And ball 4 low. I'll check that, 3-1. Strike 2 called. So again, Havlin with a full count to an Ottawa batter. And the pitch. Right down the middle, and Trinkle took it for strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Havlin, 1 out in the inning. And the batter's Chance Crowley. Chance is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Pitch to him. Called strike. Ottawa taking a bunch of pitches here. Havlin can find the strike zone. That's not a good strategy. Breaking ball low. 1-0 Arrows, top half of the second. Outside and high, 2-1. Crowley takes inside, 3-1. Three-one delivery, and it's outside, ball 4. Walk number 4 for Havlin, 1 out, 1 on. Here is Grant Maxwell. Grant is 4 for 8 on the year with 5 RBIs. Had a big tournament. Played in 3 ball games and had big hits in each one of them. Left-handed batter. Pitch from Havlin. Swing and a miss. Mighty cut and no contact. Crowley a safe lead at first. Throws that way, and high throw that Lewis had to reach out to get. Now the one strike pitch. Outside corner, strike two called. Havlin shaking off signs. Maxwell asks for time. Crowley at first, one away. And now the 0-2 pitch to Maxwell. That ball hit up the middle to the second baseman. To shortstop for one, back to first, double play, and the inning's over. Looping line drive, one hopper to Ellis, and it went Ellis to Havlin to Lewis for the twin bill, and Ottawa is out here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And at the end of an inning and a half, the score is Ottawa 1, Chanute nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Need to know if your child's game or practice has been canceled due to weather? Sign up now for Ottawa Recreation Commission's text alerts. Go to orcaottawaks.org to sign up or for more information.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Bottom half of the second. For Chanute, it'll be Aaron Havlin, Jake Havlin, and Corey Whitcomb. Greg Brown worked around a leadoff walk and a two-out single in the first. Here's some interesting information. The KCAC has admitted Avila to the conference beginning in 2018-19. Aaron Havlin will stand in. Right-handed batter. Pitch from Merrick Brown is high. Fastball is outside, 2-0. Swing and a pop-up shallow center. That one is going to be in for a base hit just in front of the diving Trenton Ferguson. So Havlin's on with a leadoff single, and the batter will be Jake Havlin. Hit number 2 for Chanute. Brown's pitch to Havlin is outside and low. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Next pitch, curve, bends in there, strike 2. Aaron Havlin at first. 1-2 pitch to Jake Havlin. Fouled out of play. Runner at first, nobody out. And again, the 1-2 pitch. Curve is low. Brown looks over at first and comes to the plate, and it's a swing and a miss. A foul tip held by the catcher, Bain, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Brown, and with 1 out, here's Corey Whitcomb. Whitcomb hits from the right side. Pitch to him is up and in. Aaron Havlin at first base. He singled to start the inning. Foul back by Whitcomb. He had a good cut. 1-1. Next delivery, breaking ball in the dirt and backhanded nicely by Bain. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it's high and tight. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 out. Called strike with a fastball, full count. Payoff pitch, ground ball to the hole, backhanded by Rankin. Long throw across is not in time. Safe at first is Whitcomb. So first and second. Here's Cortland Verge. Nice pick in the hole by Rankin. His throw just not quite in time with the speedy Corey Whitcomb. Verge, the number 9 man in the order. It's from Brown. He's bunting, and he bunts it foul. No, checks it, bunts it right into the glove of Bain, who looked at second base but did not make a throw. First baseman Maxwell in front of the runner over at first. A 1 pitch, again showing bunt. This time the pitch is a strike. He pulled the bat back, and Verge down in the count now, 0-2. Strike 3 called. Inside corner at the knees. So 2 outs with runners at first and second, and back to the top of the order for Jake Fiskus, who drew a walk his first time up. Stretched by Brown. And his pitch. Breaking ball at the inside corner, strike 1. Another breaking ball, chopped over the mound, and off the glove of Rankin. He'll have no play, and the bases will be loaded. I think Rankin was trying to pull that ball out of his glove before it was in there. Fiskus reaches on the air to load the bases. And here's Bryson Ellis, who was called out on strikes his first time. Brown's pitch is fouled back at the plate. A leadoff single, a one-out infield single, and then the error with 2 outs. And Chanute has the bases full. A 1 pitch to Ellis. Breaking ball is outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Took something off that pitch. And Brown ahead in the count, 1-2. Fastball chopped over the mound and fielded by Finch. He'll underhand to Rankin for the force, and that's the inning. Tegan Finch with a nice play up the middle and got the ball to Rankin for the force play, and Chanute out here in the second. No runs, a couple of hits, 1 Ottawa error. 3 men left on base at the end of 2 innings of play. It's Ottawa 1 and Chanute nothing. We're back in 60 seconds, and you're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
How about getting rid of a pound of fat per day with completely safe, effective laser-like lipo? No strenuous dieting or excessive exercising. Call Dr. Jade Provo at Franklin County Chiropractic for a no-obligation appointment. 785-242-9393.
In honor of our great country in the state of Kansas, Messengers Home Furnishings in South Ottawa is offering 2 free lamps valued up to $150 when you buy a lacrosse sofa in the month of June. For 20 years now, Messengers has been offering a large selection of lacrosse sofas made right here in Kansas by Kansans. With lifetime warranties on their frames and heavy-duty foam cushion cores, your lacrosse sofa can last longer than those old lamps you've got that need replaced. So get to Messengers Home Furnishings before June ends and get your free pair of lamps with any lacrosse sofa purchase.
Arrows lead 1-0 as they bat here in the third. Top of the order, Bame, Finch, and Ferguson. Arrows got their run in the first without benefit of a hit. A walk to Bame. He stole second, moved to third on a balk, and scored on a ground ball. Bame stands in. Swings and grounds it to second. Big hop for Ellis. He'll throw to first, and 1 down. Something else we'll try to keep you up to date on here this evening, Cavs and the Warriors, Game 3 in Cleveland. Here's Keegan Finch. He walked his first time up. Inside corner, strike 1 called. Just missed outside, 1-1. Finch takes a little high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Hamlin ready, the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball at the middle, that's a base hit center field. So Finch took it right back where it came from and has Ottawa's first hit of the night. Now Trenton Ferguson, the batter. Trenton drove home a run with a ground ball to the shortstop his first time up. Stretch by Havlin, quick throw to first, runner back. Ferguson. That ball is hitting the air, pretty well hit the center, but room out there for McMillan. He backs up, makes the catch. Finch goes about a third of the way down the line after tagging. Retreats to first. He's there with 2 away. Now Dalton Rankin, who drew a walk, stole a base back in the first. 1-0 Ottawa. We're in the top half of the third. 2 outs, 1 on. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Stretched by Havlin. And his pitch. High, runner goes. Throw to second base is going to be there to get Finch, and that retires aside. Solid throw that time by Hunter Frederick to catch Finch stealing. For Ottawa, no runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. It's still Ottawa 1 and Chanute nothing. We're back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
If you have been in an accident, tell your insurance company you want your repairs done at CarStar Ottawa. We can arrange for your tow, your car rental, and deal with your insurance company all with one phone call. No need for multiple estimates and worry. Call 242-8916. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here we go to the bottom of the third. For Chanute, it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, McMillan, Lewis, and Frederick. McMillan was retired on a fly ball to left his first time up. Pitch from Merrick Brown is swung out and fouled, and that got a big piece of Trevor Boehm. Ryan Long out of the Ottawa dugout. That one went right down the bottom end of the chest protector. So we'll have a little break in the action here. Umpire going out. He's talking to Rankin and Brown while Ryan Long talks things over with Trevor Boehm. Well, the catcher's equipment is known as the tools of ignorance. It's not a fair depiction, but you have to wonder about a guy that'll get back there and take the chance of having something like that happen. Boehm appears to be all right. I remember my father wanted me to catch in the worst way, and I had no desire. 1 strike the count to McMillan, who's back in the box. A little bit below the knees, 1-1. Fastball through there, strike 2. Of course, once I started playing slow pitch softball, then I got behind the plate without any protection. A little bit different game, though. Very few foul tips like that. 1-2 to McMillan. And the pitch. Breaking ball is inside. Swing and a foul tip. Boehm could not hang on. He's a little disgusted with himself. 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – 1-2 – Again, the 2-2 delivery. Chopped it foul at the plate. Brown asks for and receives a new baseball. 1-0 Ottawa, bottom of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Now McMillan back in. Again, the 2-2. Outside, full count. Three-two pitch. Swing and a foul tip held by the catcher, strike three. Strikeout number 4 from Eric Brown, one out here in the third. And now Jaron Lewis, who singled to left his first time up. Brown's pitch is swung on and missed. Curve is low, 1-1. Another curve. That ball is hit in the air, shallow center. It'll be the second baseman Finch to make the play, 2 down. And now Hunter Frederick, who popped out to Finch his first time up. Brown made a good pitch to Lewis that time, who was reaching for it. Inside to Frederick, just about hit him. One-0 delivery. Just off the outside corner, 2 balls, no strikes. Up too high, 3-0. Ball 4 outside. So Frederick is on with 2 outs. And we'll have a courtesy runner out there for Frederick. Drew Babcock will do the courtesy running. Aaron Havlin, the batter, dumped a single into shallow center his first time up. Chanute with 2 hits, Ottawa with 1. Ottawa leads on the scoreboard 1-0 though. Ground ball at the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Babcock will stop at second. And a threat with 2 outs. Batter will be Jake Havlin, who struck out swinging back in the second inning. Chanute's had at least 2 base runners in every inning. Brown's pitch, just off the outside corner. Curve bends in there. Havlin was fooled by the pitch, 1-1. Another breaking ball. Haviland laid off it. It was low and outside. Count now 2-1. Fastball is fouled off. So the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. And the pitch. Curve is fouled off over by the third base dugout. Boy, nice play over there. The guy sitting on the ball bucket. Another 2-2 pitch. Just a little high, the count full. So now with 2 outs, the runners will be off and moving with this next delivery. Babcock from second, Haviland from first. And they got a runner picked off. Throw back to second base, and he is back safely. Brown through late. Wow. Brown did not make a hard throw. He just kind of did a soft toss over there, and Babcock was able to make it back. They had him picked off with a nice spin move. Stretch. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Caught him looking, and the inning is over. No runs for Chanute. 1 hit. No errors, 2 left at the end of 3. It's Ottawa 1, Chanute nothing, and we're back after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
The Ottawa Shopper has a new look with new features. Never miss your favorite TV show with the TV Guides. Find area church times and the popular Kids Talk About God column on the church pages, and get useful employment tips from our weekly Q&A advice column. Call 242-4700 to get your Franklin County address added to our subscription list for free, or pick up the Ottawa Shopper at multiple racks around town. That's 242-4700.
Ottawa up 1-0. They come to bat here in the top of the 4th. Dalton Rankin will lead things off, then Spencer Mays and Cody Mitchell. Jake Haviland's allowed just 1 hit, but he has walked 4, and one of those walks back in the first came home for the only run of the ball game. Tomorrow night, Ottawa moves to Emporia to take on the host Post 5 in the first game of the Sam Ellis Classic. First pitch scheduled for 8 o'clock. Dalton Rankin was at the plate when Keegan Finch was thrown out trying to steal second back in the 3rd. He walked in the 1st. Pitch from Haviland. Fastball at the knee, strike called. Foul back and out of play. Haviland went from 32 pitches in the first inning to 14 in the second to 8 in the 3rd. Oh, 2 to Rankin. Upstairs with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. The 1-2 pitch, strike 3. And that is 4 strikeouts now for Haviland in the ball game. 1 out, and now Spencer Mays, the batter. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Outside with a fastball, 1-0. Grounder to third. Nice hop for Whitcomb. Throw across in time, 2 away. Now Cody Mitchell. Cody also struck out back in the first. Ottawa had a chance for a big inning, but 2 strikeouts really hurt after the Arrows had already plated a run and had runners at the corners. High to Mitchell, 1-0. Curve is in for a strike. One pitch to Mitchell. Another curve, grounded foul down the third baseline. So the count now 1-2. Base is empty, 2 outs. Warm-up action for Chanute down the left field line. Back in. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Haviland taking quite a bit of time out there on the mound. Now ready. And the 2-2. Strike 3 call with a breaking ball, and Ottawa down in order here in the 4th. 3 up, 3 down at the end of 3.5. Still Ottawa 1, Chanute nothing. Back after this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
How about getting rid of a pound of fat per day with completely safe, effective laser-like lipo? No strenuous dieting or excessive exercising. Call Dr. Jade Provo at Franklin County Chiropractic for a no-obligation appointment. 785-242-9393. Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Here in the bottom of the 4th, Corey Whitcomb will lead things off for Chanute, then Cortland Verge and Jake Fiskus. Game 2 to follow here. Corey Whitcomb, an infield single his first time up. Right-handed batter in. Eric Brown back to work. Throws. It was a check swing. Did he go around? No. We say no. Grounder on 2 hops to Keegan Finch. Throw to first. 1 down. Whitcomb hit it sharply, but right at the second baseman. So 1 out, nobody on. And we got a pinch hitter here now. This is Cade Addis. Cade Addis is the batter. He hits for Verge here. Pitch from Brown. Fastball is right through there, strike one. Breaking ball is over, strike two. Another breaking ball, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. 6 strikeouts now for Merrick Brown. And back to the top of the order, Jake Fiskus has walked and reached on an error. Ottawa leads 1-0, bottom of the fourth. Fiskus takes low. Fastball in for a strike. Fouled out of play, third base side. Brown ready, and the 1-2 pitch. Fastball's high. Outside, a full count. Chanute's had at least one base runner. Actually, they've had 2 base runners or more in every inning. 3-2 pitch, and it's outside, a 2-out walk. And that will get Bryson Ellis to the plate. He was retired, actually reached on a fielder's choice. A nice play by Keegan Finch behind the bag at second. Back of the second inning, he's also been called out on strikes. Pitch just below the knees, 1-0. Called strike with a fastball, and the count even, 1-1. Swing and a miss, actually a foul tip held by Boehm, 1-2. Brown checks the runner at first. 1-2 to Ellis. Curveball grounded slowly toward third, and Mitchell will have no play. He threw it anyway, and that was a dangerous move because Ellis had beaten it easily. So an infield single will put runners at first and second and bring to the plate Grant McMillan. Well, the Arrows have been playing with fire. Chanute's had base runners all over the place. McMillan's 0 for 2, a fly out in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Called strike on the inside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball headed for right. That's a base hit. Mays has it go off his shoulder. That allowed the run to score. I think he was going to score anyway, but it also allowed Ellis to make it to third. And it's a one ball game. And the lead run rather at third base now for Jaron Lewis. Lewis has singled and popped out. Runner goes from first. There goes a throw through, and it's on into center field. And down the line to score comes the runner, and into third base goes McMillan. Well, Merrick Brown was paying no attention to that runner at first base. He got a great jump, and Boehm made a low throw that Rankin couldn't hold. And 2 errors here have cost the Arrows their lead here in inning number 4. 1-0 pitch to Lewis, outside. Ground ball to second. Finch up with it, throws to first, and that retires the side. But 2 runs for Chanute on 2 hits. There were 2 Ottawa errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, the score is now Chanute 2 and Ottawa 1. We'll be back after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Did you know Dr. Hale's office is a full-service dental care center? If your child is having a toothache, your teenager needs his wisdom teeth removed, or mom needs a new set of dentures, Dr. Hale can treat these and other dental concerns. For quality care in a relaxed environment, call Dr. Hale's office 242-1800.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Chanute leads for the first time. Ottawa comes to bat here in the 5th, down 2-1. Lower third of the order for the Arrows, Trinkle, Crowley, and Maxwell. And we got some defensive changes. Corey Whitcomb, I think, is now out in right field. I can tell you for sure that Jake Havlin is coming out for inning number 5. He has thrown a total of 65 pitches through 4 innings. Addis remains in the ball game. He's over at third base now. Alex Trinkle called out on strikes his first time up. Takes up to the end, ball 1. Arrows have just 1 hit at a 2-out or 1-out single in the 3rd inning by Keegan Finch. Thrown hard but high, 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Swing and a foul back to the screen. It's 2-2 to Trinkle. And the pitch. Breaking ball low. And a full count. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. So Trinkle draws a leadoff walk, tying run on. Batter will be Chance Crowley, who walked his first time up. That's the 5th walk issued by Havlin, the first since the 2nd inning. See if Crowley's bunting here. He shows bunt and gets it down the first baseline. Havlin will flip to the first baseman for the out. But the sacrifice works, going 1-3. Trinkle at second base with 1 away for Grant Maxwell. Maxwell grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. Here's the stretch and the pitch inside. Tying run at second, 1 out here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Throw behind the runner at second. Trinkle is back safely. Left-handed batter waits. The 1-1 from Haviland. Curve is popped up foul, maybe playable near the Chanute bench, and everybody runs out of room. Ball actually landed out of play. Addis, the third baseman, the catcher Frederick, and the pitcher Haviland all trying to draw a beat on that one, but just over the fence. So a ball and 2 strikes to Maxwell. Safe lead for Trinkle at second. Here's the pitch. Up too high. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the next delivery. Curve caught him looking on the outside corner. Strikeout number 6 for Haviland, and it'll be up to Trevor Boehm. Boehm walked and scored in the first. Was thrown out by the second baseman Ellis in the third. Pitch to Boehm is up too high. Alex Trinkle out at second base. He led off with a walk, moved to second on a sacrifice. They're now with 2 outs. Inside corner to Boehm, 1-1. Stretch. And the 1-1 pitch. Curve is fouled off over the first base dugout. The 1-2 count. And Haviland's pitch. Just got a piece of it, fouled it back to the screen. Two-one Chanute here in the top half of the fifth. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Again, the 1-2. That ball is hit to right center field, and in the gap, it's going to go all the way to the fence. Trinkle will score. Boehm into second base with an RBI double. So Trevor Boehm picks up his second RBI on the season, and the game is tied. Now Keegan Finch, who singled his last time up, he's also walked. Frederick out to have a word with Haviland. Both teams doing some damage with 2 outs. Let's see if Finch can come through here. Long look at second, the pitch. Breaking ball at the letters for a strike. Again, a long look at second, the pitch. Strike 2 with a breaking ball. That one hit the outside corner. So Finch behind in the count. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That retires the side. Ottawa ties it up. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Ottawa 2, Chanute 2. And we'll return after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
June is Men's Health Month. Abdominal aortic aneurysm, also known as AAA, is a leading cause of sudden death for men over 60. Yet AAA is highly treatable if detected early. A AAA can slowly grow in size over a period of years without showing any signs or symptoms. The larger an aneurysm grows, the greater the chance it will burst or rupture. Most ruptures can be fatal. Warning signs may include intense back or abdominal pain, rapid pulse, nausea, vomiting, excessive sweating, and shock. Major risk factors include a family history of AAA, smoking, and high blood pressure. It is recommended that men between the ages of 65 and 75 who have smoked get a one-time screening test. Men with a family history of AAA should begin screening at age 60. Knowing the risk factors for AAA and getting screened can help save your life. For more information, visit radiologyinfo.org. That's radiologyinfo.org. This health reminder is from the Radiological Society of North America.
Ottawa has a new pitcher as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Left-hander Colson Bean on for the first time this season. Eric Brown goes 4 innings, allows 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 3 and struck out 6. Bean will face the 4, 5, and check that the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Frederick, Aaron Havland, and Jake Havland. Hunter Frederick walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Left-hander winds and deals. Little high. Popped up foul and out of play. Beans 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch that got away from him, way high, 2-1. Colson Bean, the 10th pitcher used so far this season by the Arrows, and there's still a couple more out there that haven't seen action. 2-1 to Frederick, and it's low. And inside, leadoff walk to Frederick. And looks like Babcock will run once again for Frederick. Nathan Ross out of the Ottawa dugout. He wants to have a word with Colson Bean. The rest of the infielders come out there as well. Two tie here in the bottom of the 5th. The lead run on with nobody out. Aaron Havland, the batter, he singled twice. Once a softly hit ball into center field, and the other time a ground ball up the middle. Stretched by the left-hander. And his pitch. Fouled out of play. Check the runner. 0-1 pitch. Reaching for it. He swings and misses. 0-2. Bean's next pitch. Fouled it off over by the on-deck circle. Babcock inches away at first. Time called. Ottawa has warm-up action down the right field line. The ball got away from those players. Again, the 0-2 to Havlin. Down low. Stretch. And now the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, caught him looking. So Bean changed speeds right there and caught Aaron Havlin looking. Here's Jake Havlin, who struck out twice. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. One pitch off speed and smothered by Boehm. It was in the dirt, and good job by the Ottawa catcher. One ball, one strike, one out, and one on here in the fifth. Breaking ball a little bit high, 2-1. Bean's next offering is fouled off, and Boehm takes the mask off, has no play. 2-2. The pitch, and it hit him. Havlin tried to jump out of the way of it, but it still got a piece of him. So that puts the lead run at second with one away. Corey Whitcomb will be the batter. He is singled, and he is grounded out to the second baseman. Stretch, pitch to Whitcomb. Showed bunt, took too high. Check of the runners, the pitch. Whitcomb bunts, it's in the air. Maxwell catches, throws to second base. Not quite in time. So with runners at first and second, 2 outs, the batter will be Cade Addis, who struck out swinging his only time up. Bean trying to work out of a jam. Pitch to Addis. Slow breaking ball is high and outside. Long look at second. And Bean steps off the rubber, bluffs the throw. Now he's set. 1-0 pitch to Addis. Swing and a miss. Actually got a piece of it. Fouled it into the glove of Boehm. Slowly hit ground ball out in front of the mound. Bean will field. The throw high to first base and on down the right field line. Here's a run in to score. Another runner rounding third. They're going to send him, and he's going to score also. That was a routine play, and Colson Bean airmailed the throw, and Chanute retakes the lead 4-2. Jake Fiskus will be the batter. He's been on base 3 times, twice by a walk, reached once on an error. Lefty against lefty, the pitch a strike. Strike 2 with a breaking ball on the inside corner. Stretch the pitch. Ground ball to short. Rankin flips to second for the force to retire the side, but the damage done. Chanute retakes the lead. 2 runs on no hits. 1 big Ottawa error and 1 left on base. We'll move to the 6th inning. It's Chanute 4 and Ottawa 2, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When it's time to pop the question, or if the answer has already been yes, then it's time to visit Sutton's Jewelry. Why not pull out all the stops for your special day with a style that will take her breath away? From the latest sparkle to artistic magic, Sutton's Jewelry stays on top of the latest trending jewelry designs. Sutton's in-house talented bench jeweler, Phil Sutton, can size any selection, and in-house repairs are always a quick turnaround. Sutton's Jewelry, 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Arrows down by 2 as they bat here in the 6th. Trenton Ferguson, Dalton Rankin, and Spencer Mays. Jake Havlin out for his 6th inning of work. 85 pitches through 5. Royals down 1-0 in the first to the Astros. Here's a sports story for you. Bob Stoops has retired as the head coach of the University of Oklahoma football team. That's big news in the state of Oklahoma. So the Arrows are got the battle back once again. They tied it after falling behind a run in the 5th on an RBI double by Trevor Bain. Trail now by 2 as we head to the 6th inning. Trenton Ferguson is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and fly to center. Havlin comes to the wind and the pitch to Ferguson. Fastball right through there. Oh, 1 pitch. Curve is inside. On 1 pitch, way upstairs. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball is over, strike 2. Two pitch. Ferguson just got a piece of it, fouled it back. Trenton heading to Barton County Community College next year. Havlin again with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch. And Ferguson spoils it, fouls it into the Chanute dugout. Have one ready, and again the 3-2. Curve outside, ball 4. So the Arrows have the leadoff man on, and the batter will be Dalton Rankin. Dalton Rankin, a hungry hitter. He's 0 for 1 in this one now, 0 for 7 on the season. Throw to first, and the ball gets past Lewis, and there goes Ferguson to second base. First error on Chanute. Ottawa has committed 4 errors in this ball game. And here comes a visit to the mound. Pitch count for Haviland right now is at 93. Of course, the rules state 105 and you're done. He'll stay in. I think I made a mistake earlier as far as where some of the players were. I think Frederick is over at third base and Addis is behind the plate now. Rankin stands in. Pitch to him. Curveball hit in the air, right field. Shallow. Who wants it? The second baseman Ellis will go out to make the play. So 1 out. And now Spencer Mays, who is struck out and grounded out. Ferguson takes the lead at second. Pitch to Mays. Outside. No pitch in the dirt. Addis blocked it, kept it in front of him. Four 2 Chanute, top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Haviland checks the runner. Comes to the plate. Curve is over. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 away. Fastball outside. The count is full. Mays representing the tying run here in the 6th. Now the stretch. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 8 strikeouts now for Haviland. 2 outs and pinch hitting for Ottawa. Is Jared Parenti. Jared on the season is 2 for 7. Takes a breaking ball over the inside corner, strike 1. Here's the stretch. The 1 pitch. Curve is high. One pitch. Blown away. And now, one way or the other, this will be Haviland's last batter as he will throw pitch 105 here coming up. The 2-1 pitch to Peretti is up high, 3-1. Ball 4 low. So 2 on with 2 outs. Johnny Nash is going to bat for Alex Trinkle. And no move to remove the pitcher here, so maybe we're not playing under those same rules. Or maybe it's 120. So 120. 120 is the pitch count. Nash stands in, pitch to him. Curve is outside. Johnny on the season is 1 for 5. Takes upstairs, 2-0. Ottawa down by 2. Tying runs are on here in the 6th. 2-0 to Nash. Fouls it out of play. Check of the runners. 2-1 pitch. Up and in, ball 3. Chance Crowley is in the on-deck circle. 3-1 to Nash. Swing and a miss. Might have swung at ball 4 right there. 3-2, 2 outs. The runners will be off and moving. Something hitting the gap could tie the ball game. And the pitch. Ground ball headed for left. That's a base hit. Ferguson will score. Here's a runner trying for third, and a throw will not be in time. So Peretti with some good base work. He moves to third base on the single by Nash. It's a 4-3 ball game. And Chance Crowley, the batter. Chance has walked and laid down a sacrifice bunt. They don't hold Nash on over at first. Pitch, curve for a strike. Stretched by Haviland. And now the 0-1 pitch. That's a curve, strike 2 called. And 2 to Crowley. He's got to protect. Here's the pitch. Curve, and he's just fisted it foul. Appeared he was fooled by that pitch. Still 0-2. Missed the outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haviland okays a sign. And the 1-2 pitch. Hit foul down the right field line out of play. Peretti represents a tying run at third. Nash, the lead run at first. Still 1-2 to Chance Crowley. Stretch. And the pitch. Slowly hit ground ball toward third. And the throw across is past Lewis and on down the right field line. Tying run comes in, mashed to third base and holding. I don't think Lewis ever saw that baseball. He was looking up into the sun. So a huge break for the Arrows, and Grant Maxwell will now bat with runners at second and third. Maxwell is 0 for 2. High, ball one. Strike at the letters on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Went around on the pitch down in the dirt. It's 1 and 2. Slowly hit ground ball towards second. Lewis not at the bag. They'll throw to first base. The pitcher covering and makes the play. So the Arrows are out here in the 6th, but they get the game tied. 2 runs on just 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Ottawa 4, Chanute 4. We're back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Does the thought of undergoing a radiology exam or procedure cause you anxiety? Do you find that having more information helps ease your fears? Prepare for your next exam by visiting radiologyinfo.org. You'll find more than 200 up-to-date and easy-to-understand descriptions of radiologic exams, procedures, and treatments to answer your questions about what to expect and how to prepare. The site also provides information on the benefits and risks of CT scans, MRI, X-ray, and other radiology tests. Radiologyinfo.org offers patient safety information, medical images, plus disease, condition descriptions and screening, and wellness information. You'll also find video presentations created by radiologists describing some of the most common exams available today. The site is totally free, doesn't require registration, and is available in English and Spanish. Radiologyinfo.org is reviewed by medical experts for accuracy and credibility. Be informed, be prepared, be assured. Visit radiologyinfo.org, produced by the Radiological Society of North America and the American College of Radiology.
Bryson Ellis leads things off for Chanute here in the bottom of the 6th now, a tie ball game. Colson Bean back to work. Left-hander's pitch is low. Ellis in the ball game, an infield single in 3 trips. Royals have taken a 2-1 lead on the Astros in the 2nd inning. Fouled off at the plate. That one got a piece of Bryson Ellis. Wind, the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch is low. Wild ball game. Back and forth they go. Not what you'd expect from these two teams. Well thrown on the outside corner, 2-2. The difference is ordinarily they do this job with the bats, and this has been really kind of some shoddy fielding, contributing to a lot of runs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Bean. 1 out here in the inning. Now Grant McMillan, the batter. McMillan is 1 for 3, a 4th inning single. Lefty versus lefty, the pitch. Looked like a knuckleball. It stayed low, ball 1. Little high, 2 balls and no strikes. That ball hit in the air left center field. Crowley over. He's under it and has it 2 away. And now Jaron Lewis will bat. Lewis has a first inning single, 1 for 3. Line by Bean, the pitch. Fastball, and he was ahead of it, fouled it off, back into the seats. Two outs, nobody on, 4-4 tie, bottom of the 6th. Ground ball to the left side, fielded by the third baseman. Low throw, but Maxwell comes up with it, and the side is retired. Keegan Finch over at third base now. And for Chanute in the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the 7th. Still a 4-4 tie, and we're back after this. This is Legion Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hot days are ahead. Is your air conditioner up to snuff? Now's the time to find out. Call today for an AC tune-up from Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Our experts will make sure that your air conditioner is ready to keep your family cool this summer. 242-9273.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Aaron Havlin will come on to pitch the 7th for Chanute. He will face the top of the Ottawa order, Boehm, Finch, and Ferguson. Ottawa got a run in the 1st, picked up another one in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. Chanute, 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Jake Havlin went 5 innings. He allowed just 3 hits. He walked 7 men and struck out 8. Both runs in the 6th inning by Ottawa were unearned. So Havlin just 2 earned runs in his 6 innings of work. Trevor Boehm in the ball game, an RBI double his last time up. He's also walked and scored. 1 for 2 officially. Jake Havlin is now out at shortstop. Boehm stands in. Pitch to him is low. Called strike, 1-1. Havlin winds, the 1-1 pitch. Missed away. Just off the outside corner. Boehm takes 3-1. Time called. Hope plate umpire, I don't think, was ready as much as anything there. One to Bain. It's low, ball 4, and Ottawa has the lead run on with nobody out. Keegan Finch, the batter. Keegan 1 for 2 with a walk. Stretch, pitch. Finch fouls it out of play. So Ottawa did not show bunt right there. Bain has good speed at first. He's already stolen a base tonight. Bluffs a move, the bunt, back toward the mound. They'll play to second base, and he's safe. The Arrows have runners first and second, nobody out for Trenton Ferguson. Trenton walked and scored his last time up. He's 0 for 2 officially. That ball was not bunted particularly well, but Bain, with that speed, got down there just in front of the throw. Stretch, the pitch, in the dirt. And there goes Bain to third. Boy, that's a heads-up base-running move right there. As soon as he saw that ball hit the ground, he was off and running. And Addis really had no chance. So now the tying run is 90 feet away. Finch stayed at first base, 1-0 to Ferguson. Outside. And a delayed steal by now Finch, and he will trot into second. Finch hoping to draw some sort of a throw, but they didn't even bite. Outside, 3-0 to Trenton. Tie ball game, top of the 7th. Ball hit foul and out of play right over the press box. Strangely, the Chanute infield not in. They're back. So a ground ball would score a run if it's hit to the middle infielders. Now the 3-1. That ball hit in the air down the line and right, and that one is going to come in for a base hit. Bain down the line, he'll score. Finch to third, and Ottawa leads 5-4. Now Dalton Rankin. Dalton 0 for 2 with a walk. Arrows need to get him untracked here. Middle infielder still back. Double play ball would be fine, except another run most likely would score. Pitch to Rankin. Fastball for a strike, and there's the steal attempt by Ferguson to take away a chance for that ground ball double play. And still the infielder's back. Stretch. 0-1 pitch. Squeezes on. Bunts down. The plate is not in time. Havlin tried to scoop it to the catcher with the glove, but it went high. And Finch got in to make it 6-4. That is a sacrifice and an RBI for Rankin. Ferguson to third. And now the batter, Brody Mundell. Brody on the season is 2 for 6 with an RBI. Runner takes off for second. They'll let him go. Pitch was high. Arrows have scored 2. They lead at 6-4. Still nobody out. Stretch by Havlin, and his pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Addis. Those will eat you up, but Addis did a nice job with it. That kept Ferguson at third. 2-0 to Mundell. Outside is 3-0. Swing and a miss. He was after a 3-0 pitch and way out in front of it. Little looper, shallow center, coming on as McMillan under to make the catch. Ferguson makes the tag. He's going to try to score, and the throw is in time. They got him. So now 2 outs with a runner at second. And Jared Peretti, the batter, he walked his only time up, scored a run. Well, Brian Long betting on the speed of Trenton Ferguson on a ball that was not hit deep at all. And Grant McMillan made a good throw to the plate to throw out Trenton Ferguson trying to score. Rankin out at second base with 2 away. Pitch. Fastball high. Ball hit in the air left field. That's pretty well struck. Fistis going back, still going back, but he's there and makes the catch. Ottawa gets 2 in the 7th on one hit. There were no errors, 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ottawa 6 and Chanute 4. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a 3rd straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
New pitcher for the Arrows is right-hander Brock Huddleston, appearing for the first time this season. Of course, Brock was injured last year, did not play. 2 years ago for this team, he was 5-0 with a save and a 1.40 earned run average. In 25 innings, he had 25 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned, walked 7, and struck out 17. He will face here in the 7th Frederick, Aaron Havlin, and Jake Havland. So Colson Bean goes 2 innings, allows 2 runs, both unearned. Allowed 1 hit. He walked 1, hit 1, and struck out 2. Peretti is out in center field. Mundell's at second base. Ferguson out in right now for the Arrows. Hunter Frederick leads things off. And the pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. Frederick has walked twice and popped at the second baseman. Lined into left field, a base hit. He went down after that and got it. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate with nobody out. Aaron Havlin is 2 for 3. Huddleston looking in for a sign. Pitch to Havlin. That ball hit in the air to center field. Perenni's got a beat on it. He's got it, 1 down. Now Jake Havlin, 0 for 2 with a run scored. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Stretch and the pitch. Curve inside. Frederick at first base, 1 out. Fastball just a little inside. 2-0. Went around on the fastball up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jake Havlin. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 outs in the 7th, and it'll be up to Corey Whitcomb. Whitcomb, an infield single back in the 2nd, is 1 for 3. Stretched by Huddleston, the pitch. Curve for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Huddleston's shaking off signs. Now has one he likes. 2-strike pitch. Went right after him with a fastball and struck him out swinging in the ball game. In the 7th for Chanute, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Final in Game 1, Ottawa 6 and Chanute 4. We're back after this, and you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO. We'll have the Advantage Electric halftime, or the Advantage Electric postgame show coming up next.
Stay tuned for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball postgame show, brought to you by Advantage Electric at 229 North Main in Ottawa. Advantage Electric, lighting up your world. Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting, making custom lights. I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
With Zillow, you're not just looking for a house. You're looking for the bathroom where you'll give your kids shampoo mohawks. The bonus room you'll turn into a gym and work out in every day. Starting tomorrow. You're looking for hardwood floors worthy of your signature dance move, the glitchy robot.
You're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. And whether buying or renting, Zillow makes it easy with smart search features, photos, and more. Zillow, find your way home.
O'Reilly. When your battery goes dead, everything can come to a stop. Don't take a chance on getting stranded. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get your battery tested free of charge. If your battery does need to be replaced, O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find the exact Superstart battery that fits your car or truck at a guaranteed low price. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And back here at Katy Park in Chanute, welcome to the Advantage Electric postgame show as the Arrows come from behind and win it 6-4. Ottawa jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this one on 3 walks and a balk that allowed a run to score. And a ground ball off the bat, Trenton Ferguson picked up an RBI with the ground ball in the first inning that played at Trevor Bain after he moved to third base on a balk. Chanute got 2 runs in their half of the fourth. One of them was unearned against the starter, Merrick Brown. But Ottawa came back to tie it in their half of the fifth. Trevor Bain with an RBI double with 2 outs scored Alex Trinkle. But then Ottawa gave back the lead in the bottom of the fifth inning. An error on a ground ball back to the mound allowed 2 runs to score, and Chanute was up 4-2 at that point. But Ottawa got 2 in their half of the sixth, aided mightily by a ball that was hit back to the pitcher, and the throw over got up into the sun, and the first baseman missed it completely, and that allowed a run to score after Johnny Nash had driven one home with a single, and the Arrows scored 2 in the seventh to take the lead. Trenton Ferguson dumped a single down the right field line for 1 run, and then the other was scoring on a squeeze bunt by Dalton Rankin. And Brock Huddleston gave up a leadoff single in the bottom of the seventh, but then retired Chanute on a fly ball and 2 strikeouts, and Ottawa moves to 5-0 on the season. We'll be back after this. You're listening to the Advantage Electric postgame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Make the most of those long summer days. Wake up ready for more fun in the sun after a restoring night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress. With Beauty Rest Endless Summer Savings, there's no better time to buy than now. Get some of our lowest prices of the year on select Beauty Rest mattresses, the only ones featuring Beauty Rest pocketed coil technology for rejuvenating sleep. Hurry and soon. Find a retailer at beautyrestretailers.com.
Go.
Hey, I'm calling about the 2007.
Right.
I saw you had a for sale sign in the window, so I assume you're down with a retro payment style. Is there a way that I could barter for the car?
You want to drive it first?
No, I mean like work it off, do some sort of labor. And then I could do enough labor and then that would be equal to the value of the car.
Huh.
Like an old school payment because you're selling it old school.
What other ways are there?
People are using the app Let Go.
With L-E-T Go?
It's time to snap, boast, chat, and sell. It's time to let go.
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, our 4,000 ASC certified technicians have the state-of-the-art tools to keep your car running newer, longer. Because when your car is running right, so are you. Take advantage of the Bonus Savings Day summer event and get $100 off any purchase of $500 or more. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Offer valid June 8th through June 11th on any purchase. Exclusions may apply. In-store installation required. Maximum savings $100. $50 minimum purchase required for tiered offer. See store or drivefirestone.com for full details.
Arrows win at 6-4 for Ottawa. 6 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, 6 left. For Chanute, 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 10 left on base. Winning pitcher was Colson Bean in relief, with the save going to Brock Huddleston. Losing pitcher for Chanute was Aaron Haviland. And we'll be back with you in about 10 to 15 minutes with the pregame prior to game number 2. Ottawa wins the first game 6-4. This is Gary Bateman saying so long for now from Chanute.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball from KOFO. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by Ransom Memorial Hospital, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishing, Dingle & Son Mortuary, also by Franklin County Chiropractic, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank, Kramer Pharmacy, and Cosentino's Price Chopper, Quality Structures Incorporated, Maxwell Chiropractic, and Advantage Electric. For more information about our next Ottawa Arrows Legion baseball broadcast, log on to the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
News, weather, sports, and the best country all day long. 1220 and 103.7 FM KO.